gave everybody 5 minutes to join. I figured no one would join because of the last minute meeting. Hi, I'm T, the Commish. For those who don't know me, thank you for joining the league. Oh, look like we got someone joining as soon as I get started. Julian, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Jabronis.
I can hear you.
I was just about to get started. I wasn't expecting anyone to join, so I was going to record it. And now you're the only guest.
Babe.
Let me finish. Yeah, I was just introducing myself. So I want to apologize for the last minute lottery. I was trying to get the league filled before I did the lottery, so we just got it filled today. We have a 12th owner, thanks to Julian. I don't have his information yet, but you'll see later he'll be listed as team number 11 when we do the lotto. So before I get into the lotto, I want to just give everyone an overview of the rules of this league because it's IDP, and I don't know if some of you guys played in it. So let me share my screen. All right. Let me make this a little bit bigger. All right. So beat it Dynasty League. So I'm gonna just start off with the money. It's going to be $100 flat league fee, plus $20 league dues. The $20 is just going to pay for the trophy and the website. Website runs about $40, and still haven't picked out a trophy, but I'll have it $20 from everybody. Should be enough to get it. So if I find a cheaper trophy, then either I'll reimburse or I'll make the fees a lot cheaper next year. The payout is going to be $750 for the champ plus the pot. I will explain the pot later. And then the champ will also get a trophy. Just going to be one trophy for the champ. No one else get hardware. Second place get $300. Third place get $150. It's going to be free trades and free transactions. Unlike you guys are familiar with my other league, we charge for transaction. However, it will be a $5 fee for IRs. You'll get the $5 fee will get waived if that player is put on his NFL team's IR before his next game. Then you won't get charged. Otherwise, I'm charging $5 for IR because I want to try to prevent people from hoarding players. Next, I'm going to go over the structure of the league. There's a 12-team league, IDP, independent defensive players, no team defenses. It's going to be a 30-man roster with 3 IR spots. And you're going to have 16 starters with 4 flex positions. Now, the way the flex works is going to be a little bit different than how I've seen it done. You'll be able to play a maximum of 2 offensive players at your flex. No quarterbacks, so strictly skilled players. And the other 2 flex, or the remaining flex, you'll be able to play 2 defensive flex, or you can play 4 defensive flex. So I'm giving you the flexibility to play up to 4 flexes, so this way, you can utilize your whole roster. You get rid of all the injuries, you won't be screwed because you can play up to 4 defensive players on the flex. And if you guys are familiar with IDP leagues, you shouldn't have a problem finding defensive players to fill out your roster. And then the keepers going forward will be 25 keepers out of your 30-man roster, or 33 if you got some IRs. So you'll have to get your roster down to 25. I will give you a date for next year. It'll probably be a week before the draft next year. The playoff spots. There's 16 playoffs, and the top 2 seeds will get a bye. And the way the top 2 seeds will go is the number 1 seed would be the best record, and the number 2 seed would be the highest scoring points, regardless of their record. And then there's going to be 3 divisions. Winning your division guarantees you a playoff spot, but it doesn't guarantee you a specific seed in the playoffs. It just means you're in the playoffs. So the bottom 4 seeds will be filled with the division winners first, and then the best records after that. Now, in the bottom 6 teams, your season doesn't end when the playoffs start. You'll continue to play because there will not be any more lotteries going forward. So the bottom 6 teams, you'll play for the number 1 pick in the draft. So it's going to be a separate tournament playing for your pick. I'm doing this because it's Dynasty League, and I don't want teams to get their tank on, because it's going to be a year or 2 from now, some of us going to have crappy teams, and I don't want you to tank a year to get the number 1 pick, so you're going to have to play for it. So it's going to encourage you to always try to be competitive, even if your team sucks. So the bottom 6 teams will play for that number 1 seed. The number 7 seed, with the team that didn't make the playoffs, with the best record, will be a number 1 seed for the playoff tournament. I got to come up with a name for this number 1 pick tournament, but the 7 seed will get the first round bye, and the next best record, well, the next highest points, regardless of record, will get that second bye for that playoff. And then the seeds 3 through 6 will be based on records. And then you'll play it out. If you lose, then you play in the constellations, but I'll explain the pick order later. Now, the draft. This is going to be the one and only lottery, one-time thing. We're going to do it shortly. The draft is tomorrow at 12 p.m. So I apologize for the short notice. It's going to be a 30-round draft, 3-hour clock. You'll be on the clock for 3 hours. If you haven't, please put your phone number in on your team panel on your page, and also sign up for text message notification. When you're on the clock, when you're on deck, you'll receive an email. Put your email in too. You'll receive an email when you're on deck letting you know that you're next. And then when you're on the clock, you'll receive a text message letting you know you're on the clock. And then you got a 3-hour clock. That clock will suspend every night at 11 p.m. from 7 a.m. So I give people time to sleep. But however, you'll still be able to draft during that time. So just because the clock suspends, you still can log in after 11 and make your pick. And then the next person to come up. So if everyone just happened to get online that night, we can probably knock off a few rounds one of the nights. So if by chance the draft is moving too slow, because I would like to get it done before week 1, I think it should take us about 2 weeks. I've done this before. I've done an 18-round draft with a 4-hour clock, and it took about like 2 weeks, a week and a half to finish. So the 3-hour clock, 30 rounds, we should finish it out, knock it out about 2 weeks tops. If for whatever reason it's running long and week 1 is in jeopardy, I'm going to shorten the clock to speed up the draft so we can make sure we get it done before the first week start. So year 2, like I said, no more lotteries after this point. So everyone's going to play for their pick, and it's going to be a 5-round draft from here on out. And first pick is first pick. So if you win first pick in the draft, you get first pick in each round, and vice versa. So whatever pick you get, that's your pick per round. Next is the draft order. So like I was saying, the bottom 6 teams will play for the top pick. And also the playoff teams, even if you're eliminated from the first 2 rounds, you're still going to play the next week because you got to play for your draft spot. So, yeah, so you're going to keep playing, even if everyone's going to play all through, well, not everyone, through week 17. Most of us are going to play all the way up to the end of the season. So keep everyone competitive. Let's go next one. But yeah, the playoff teams, you're going to be playing for picks 7 through 12. I got 10 here. That was a typo. But go to the next one. All right, this is the draft order, and this is what I was saying, because everyone's going to play constellation. So obviously the champ, you win the money, you get the prize, but you also get the last pick in the draft. The bottom 6 teams is going to play for the top 6 pick. So whoever finished the 7th place out of that tournament gets the first pick. 8th place get the 2nd, 9th 3rd, 10th 4th. So basically the 7th through 12 gets the top 6 pick. Now the bottom 6 picks, like I said, the championship round, when the champ loses, he get the last pick. So I mean the 2nd place team get the 11th. The 3rd place game, the winner of the 3rd place game gets the 9th pick. So let's see how the order kind of stagger: 5, 6, 3, 4, 2, 1. Then again, that 5th place game, the winner of the 5th place game get the 7th pick. So when you're eliminated in the first or second round, you'll be playing for third and fifth place. So like I said, it's going to be games almost every week. Now this is just the rest of the stuff. Like, I put all this together last minute. Everyone just draft a good draft, because after the draft you won't be able to sign on one until after week 1. So make sure your roster is in order. You got enough players to fill the lineup. You got 4 flex. Make sure you get a kicker in the draft, because you won't have the opportunity to sign one until after your first game. So once the draft is over, the only thing you can do is make trades. Trades is open 24/7, but you won't be able to sign any players until after the first game. So that's why I put draft a good draft. Make sure you draft a kicker, basically. The way waivers work, I'm gonna keep it how I do it in my other leagues. You can get $1,000 Monopoly money to make your waiver bid. So this way it's not based upon your how well you did last week. So you get $1,000 budget for the year to use on waiver. The waiver period is also going to be the same as it is in my Beta League, which is from 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. Tuesday. That's the time you put your waiver bids in after 12 p.m. First come, first serve. And it's going to be blind bidding as well. So you could be bidding against yourself. So if any of you guys aren't familiar how the Monopoly money works, reach out to me and I'll explain. This is a mistake too. So trades are open all year round except during the trade freeze period. So our trade deadline is going to be December 4th. And then no trading from December 4th until after the championship week. So soon championship week open, you can trade all year round. The website you should just let me know if you want to put a trade during the off season. But transactions will lock. You can make transactions up until 9 p.m. that last week of the season, of fantasy season, which is the championship week. That's when I'm referring to it. So I figured it was week 17. So that Monday at 9 p.m., there's no more transactions until after the draft next year. But you can make trades. So everyone rosters will freeze, but you can make trades during the off season. So who's ever in the free agent pool are now in the draft next year, plus the 5 players you got to cut to get your roster down to 25. So here's just a trade party. Even though trades is free, but I'm having a trade party for the regular Beta League, so you guys are invited as well. I like to get everyone out twice a year to encourage people to make some trades. It's easier to make trades when a lot of people are in the same room. All right, this is just a season schedule, 17 weeks, 14 game regular season, 3 divisions. So you have a balanced schedule, 4 teams in each division. You play everyone in your division twice, play everybody else once. So everyone in your division plays the same schedule. And the playoffs and play-in tournaments are week 15 and week 17. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let me get to the lottery. Where is it out? All right, so I got my 12 teams set up. For those who aren't familiar, this is a cool website. It's going to be a race for the pick. I listed the 12 teams here. I like to start on this page to show you that everyone have even odds, so there's no collusion going on here. Everyone got one ball filled up, so I'm not making this one be a balanced race. And these are just the settings for the race, to how fast I wanted to go. Speed that up a bit. I'll go 5. It's not too long. 6 is good. 10 yards is good. So this is just basically how the seconds per rush, meaning you may get tired for a few seconds and then you may get a burst of a 10-yard burst or something. So that's just settings. It's balanced because no one has unfavorable odds. We all have equal odds. So, all right, let's get started. I guess it's just me and Julian, so I guess I'll get my Marv Albert on and just do play-by-play here. All right. Did it start? Getting off to a slow start. Franchise got the early league. Inc. The Team 11. That's the unknown owner that I'll have his information later tonight. whipping the
Let's go
ass.
franchise.
Now he's talking. NWO, come on, man. Big nuts. I guess his nuts is.
Who is that in the middle?
That's Corey. Corey is whipping that ass.
Oh, whooping that.
He's whipping everyone's ass.
Oh, franchise. I'm about to be top.
Yeah,
I'm at least gonna be top.
there.
I'm gonna be top 2 at least. Unless they cheat me. Who that in the back?
Slow. Who what?
Who toxic masculine?
That's Dane. Team 11 coming in the franchise, and Corey just spanked everybody. He whipped everyone's ass. Damn. All right, congratulations.
On, man, don't cheat me. Let me get this. I don't even wonder. I kind of want like a lower pick.
Big Nuts making the late entry. The Birds coming in slow. NWO in the middle. Toxic coming up. Look, Legendary with a big push. Team 3. Legendary with the 4th. Toxic with the 5th. Under construction. Here on to the back of the draft. Vanquish with the 7th. Big Nuts with
the 1st. Cheated. Oh wait, ended up left.
Yeah, the Alchemist. There we go. That's your draft orders. There's going to be a serpentine draft this year. I forgot to mention that. This year's a serpentine draft, but year 2 and out is only going to be your pick each round. So whooping that ass with the first pick, and then the last pick in the second. So congratulations, everyone.
He's still gonna draft Kelsey.
Yeah, that's fine. That would be funny. All right, so everyone know where they picked. I'll send an email out for those who didn't join, for everyone else who didn't join, so they'll know. The clock starts at 12 p.m. Corey, you're on the clock. So thank you, everyone.
I had one question.
What's up?
I was confused on the flex. Like how many offensive flexes do we get? 2?
Yeah, you get 2. There's a maximum of 4 flexes, but you only can play a maximum of 2 players there.
That's confusing me. You saying 4 but 2?
No, it's 4. You can play the rest of your flex players are gonna be defensive players. So you can play anyone, but I'm not sure if you can play kicker at the flex. I think you can play a kicker at the flex. I gotta double check the rules. But you just can't play a quarterback.
So how many defensive players do you have to play?
Let me pull it up because I had the roster in there. So the starters. What slide was that? All right, so you got 1 defensive lineman, 2 linebackers, 1 D-back. So you got 2 flex players. So 2, 4, 5. So 6 defensive players. So out of your 16 starters, at least 6 of them got to be defense. You can play up to 8 because of the flex position.
I got you. So you can play 4 defensive flexes and no offensive flexes, or you can do 2 and 2.
Correct.
All right.
There you go. I'm sharing it again. Yeah. So make sure you draft a defensive lineman because you got to start one. And make sure you draft at least 2 linebackers and 1 D-back. Because those are the actual set positions. And then you get to your 4 flexes. And 2 of them got to be defense. At least 2 of them got to be defense. And
I got it.
I gotta look at the rules. You may be able to play the kicker at the flex too. So that's why I make it as flexible as possible so people aren't hoarding players. Because if you do your homework, you're gonna find a lot of value on defensive players. Because the scoring can be kind of cool. So. Any more questions?
As long as we're not doing the 2 quarterback league.
Nah, I hate those. I wouldn't even do that in I would definitely want to do that in a Dynasty league, but yeah, 2 quarterback league sucks. Because all the quarterbacks want to go in the first couple rounds.
I think I'm
sharing my screen. All this time I'm thinking I'm sharing the screen, I wasn't. All right, so you good?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just send me over the new owner information, and I'll forward him.
Felt like I was at work in a meeting.
Because of my presentation.
Yeah.
He's professional, man. Yeah, what pick does he have? I forgot.
Yeah, the third pick.
Yeah, just let him know what pick he got. Yeah, the third pick. Let him know we got the third pick. Draft starts at 12, so I don't know.
Still waiting for him to reply. So it's gonna be either him or my little or Bobby, my little brother.
Okay, they got time. Just whoever it is, just tell them to go grab that team and claim it. So. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and good luck.